High C period class again. All right, so we're going to pick up page 145, Act 4, Scene 3. Malcolm is trying to find out where Macduff's loyalty lies, and he's trying to question and trick him, okay? Basically. All right, so we said that Malcolm says that he himself is lustful, and he shouldn't be king if he's lustful. And then he also says about himself that he's greedy. Line 90, with this there grows in my most ill-composed affection such a staunchness avarice that were I king, I should cut off the nobles from their lands, desire his jewels, and this other's house, and my more having would be as a sauce to make me hunger for more, that I should forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth. So he's saying he himself is greedy, and then Macduff says, "Oh, that's okay. In Scotland, we have enough money. We have lots of money. We can get you whatever you need, and there's enough to go around." And that's around line 103-ish. He says, Scotland hath foisons to fill up your will of your mere own. All these are portable, with other graces weighted. Okay, so it's all bearable if balanced, and we have enough money to take care of you. And Malcolm says, okay, he's trying to think of another thing, so that to see how Macduff reacts. And he says, I don't have any good king qualities, any virtues of a king. So the virtues of a king, he starts going on about them around line 107. But I have none. The king becoming graces, as justice, veridity, temperance, stableness, bounty, perseverance, mercy, lowliness, devotion, patience, courage, fortitude. I have no relish of them, but abound in the division of each several crime, acting it in many ways. Nay, I had power. I should pour the sweet milk of Concord into hell. Uproar, the universal peace, confound all unity on earth. And Macduff says, oh, Scotland, Scotland, as he's thinking, where are we going to find someone with all these qualities? Malcolm says, if such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am, as I have spoken. And Macduff says, fit to govern? No, you are not fit to live. O nation miserable, with an untitled tyrant, bloody scepter. He's talking about Macbeth. When shalt thou see thy wholesome days again? All right, so then Malcolm goes on to say, basically, I was lying, and I was just testing you. I could totally be king. It's okay. I don't need to die. Okay? And that is page 147. And then we move to enter the doctor. Okay? So Macbeth and Malcolm, they now have trust for one another from that scene. Enter the doctor. And they're talking about King Edward and how he heals people. And basically that no one can heal Macbeth. He is too far gone, and he is a tyrant. Enter Ross at the bottom of the page. And they ask how Scotland's doing. And basically he says, things are not so good. And then this famously sad line. So Macduff asks about his wife and his children, and Ross says, no, they were at peace when I did leave them. So he's not exactly lying, okay? He obviously knows that they were all slaughtered, but he says this to kind of soften the blow. The next page, Ross basically says, you need to come and fight. You need to come and fight for Scotland now. And then moving down to line 230, Ross says, no mind that's honest, but in shares in some woe, though the main part pertains to you alone. He's talking to Macduff. Macduff says, if it be mine, keep it not from me. Quickly, let me have it. He says, quickly, please tell me. Ross says, let not your ears despise my tongue forever, which shall possess them the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard. And that's beautifully poetic, talking about the thing that he's going to have to tell him. So then Ross says, your castle is surprised, your wife, your babes, savagely slaughtered, to relate the manner were on the quarry of these murdered deer, to add the death to you. And then, of course, Malcolm gets very upset. And he asks in this line, he says, around line 250, page 155, Ross says, wife, children, servants, all that could be found. And Macduff says, and I must be from thence, my wife killed too. He almost didn't quite hear. He wants to make sure. I have said, and then Malcolm says, be comforted. Let us make medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief. Basically, let's get some revenge. And then he says, all my pretty ones, he calls his children his pretty ones. Did you say all? Oh, hellkite, all? What all my pretty chickens, their dam, at one fell swoop. So at one fell swoop, my wife and my children have been killed. And Malcolm says, dispute it like a man. Macduff says, I shall do so, but I also must feel it as a man. So, yes, I will get revenge, but I need to feel this first. They were most precious to me, and that, I need to grieve for them. Malcolm says, this is a famous line too, line 267. Be this the whetstone of your sword, let grief convert to anger, blunt not the heart, enrage it. I'm just going to switch the video again for time's sake. Hold on.